The artist that I researched for this assignment was Maya Lin. Before we get to her works, we should probably get to know the artist first. Maya Lin studied at Yale and Harvard, and while there, she studied architecture and sculpture. She competed in the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Competition while studying at Yale. In 2016, she won received the Presidential Medal of Freedom from Barack Obama, and her work emphasizes on sustainability and environmental issues. Maya Lin has been referred to as a sculptor, an architect, a designer, a craftsman, and a thinker. She is from Athens, Ohio. Maya likes to refer to herself as blending two worlds, with her being Asian American, and she likes to integrate all art styles into her work. Now, to get into her work, this is the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. This is the one that she competed in and won while studying at Yale. This memorial is a symbol of healing the wounds brought on by the war. It is cut into the ground in a V shape, surrounded by stone slabs with the names of those who died on those slabs. This piece brought her name to the world. Most of the other memorials in Washington, D.C. use white stone. This one is in contrast with that and uses black stone. And it doesn't stand out with it being cut into the ground, so from a distance it disappears. This is Folding the Hudson in the A River is a Drawing series at the Hudson River Museum in New York. This piece contains 22,000 glass marbles and is a depiction of the Hudson River Basin. This entire series is at the museum, and some pieces are for viewing while some pieces are interactable. They're all showcasing the Hudson River in a different way. As said before, it's emphasizing on sustainability and the environment so that people can understand it better and get to know it. For each piece, her style adapts to the subject matter and the environment she's working with. And to do this specific piece, she had to experiment and try new ways to express her ideas than what she's done before. This is the Museum of Chinese in America. It's a celebration of the Chinese in America and their immigration to America, as well as just the Chinese people's history. This specific museum is interesting because it has two different entrances. One is a more modern look to it, while if you go around the corner, it's very run down and almost looks abandoned. But she designed it that way specifically so that it can stand out amongst the other buildings. And depending upon which door you go into, it's going to give you two journeys through the Chinese people's history. In the middle, or towards the back of the museum, there's a courtyard which tells more in-depth stories about the Chinese immigration. This specific museum is 12,500 square feet, and Maya designed it with a few architects and design companies, and was founded in 1980. These are the wave-filled project that she worked on. The smaller one is the one on the left, which is the wave-filled. The middle is Flutter, and the right one is the Storm King wave-filled. With this project, she tries to change the viewer's perspective of the natural world. So each one is supposed to represent waves of water. And the wave field is a foot maybe to 2 feet high, while the Storm King one are 12 plus feet, and you can easily get lost in it. And you're supposed to look beyond the surface and view the details. With this one, Flow, it is part of the What is Missing series, which is in Grand Rapids, Michigan. This is supposed to help focus on being mindful of water and the effects of global warming. And it's supposed to let the viewer know or to be aware of the abuse of the natural environment that we're having an effect on it. Some of the pieces in the What is Missing series focus on specific regions of water, while others are more specific. With this, she doesn't want to lead the artist, or at least lead the viewer, to a specific answer or question. And it's supposed to show the world what is happening to our planet. The specific image is of the Blue Lake Pass, which is in the Rocky Mountains, and the topography of what at least what is underneath all the water that we usually don't see. This is Seeing the Universe. It is a yet to be done project of hers that is to open in 2025. It is to be built at the Obama Presidential Center. President Obama has referred Maya Lin as his favorite artist. This specific piece is supposed to represent his mother and is going to be in the center of the garden area of the Presidential Center. It's a piece honoring his mother and is supposed to resemble the mother's attitude and way of life. You're supposed to feel peaceful around it. And Maya Lin has said the art of this piece begins when someone disrupts the water. Before that, it's only a waterfall. And you're supposed to understand nature and how it flows around us. Here are the websites and sources that I used. And here are the places where I got my pictures.